Am I the a-hole for suspecting my wife of doing something awful at her friend's bachelorette week in Mexico? She spent virtually $0 and took no pictures. My wife went to Mexico last week for a friend's bachelorette party, and aside for the plane ticket, the hotel, and the first day's food and drinks, she didn't spend a penny all week. I mean, on the credit card, it's as clear as day that on Monday, up until about 9 p.m., she was buying dinner, stuff at the hotel shop, drinks at the bar, souvenirs, and then at 9 p.m., she didn't spend another cent the entire week until she was at her layover airport in Dallas. She says it's because her friend took over and paid for everything. I guess this is plausible, but it still is giving me a funny feeling. What is worse is that my wife is a person who posts her entire life on Instagram, on TikTok, mostly Instagram, but if she does anything from get a latte to picking the kids up at school, she will post it either as a picture or as a story. The last thing she posted on TikTok was the trend of people jumping into their vacation from the airport, and after that, her social media is blank. I was kind of keeping an eye on it because I was excited for her to go on the trip, and again, I guess it's plausible, but it gives me a funny feeling. When she got home, I said I can't wait to see all the pics she took, and she really blew me off and said that she just didn't feel like taking pics that week. She has also been incredibly distant, and last night she said she just felt like sleeping on the couch because the AC hits better. This is 100% true, but I swear I heard her talking on the phone in the middle of the night. When I got up to check on her, I accidentally tripped over the dog and made a huge racket, so when I got downstairs, she appeared to be asleep. I brought all of this up this morning and said I'm not accusing her of anything, but all this put together is making me feel uneasy. I wasn't trying to bait her or fight with her, just get my feelings on the table. She said, "You are a major effing a-hole for bringing this up on her first day back at work." I said I wasn't trying to pry, just communicating with her, and she said, "Your communication is prying and I'm not discussing this with you ever again." She then took the kids to summer camp and left. There are edits to this. They look like updates, but I want to give my opinions first. I'm gonna go with not the a-hole because I do think a change in behavior, especially around like social media posting, flexing, around finances, I think that is very valid to notice irregularities. I will say I think you jumped the gun on the accusation. I think the accusation needs to come when there's at least a little bit of physical evidence that you can bring to the table. And it's honestly probably worse that you addressed it first because now she's gonna try to be more tricky about hiding it. So edits, which are kind of updates. So I realized that her text probably synced to our iPad, so I just checked. It took me a while to figure out the passcode, but I did. But there was an iMessage at 9:15 the night she got to the resort from a number with no contact info that said, "Okay, I'll meet you in the lobby. Is the app you said Signal?" I looked up Signal. It's kind of like WhatsApp. The iPad doesn't have Signal on it. Edit 2. If you've been following my comments, you've seen that my sister is coming over and she's an insane internet sleuth and is relentless when it comes to this cheating stuff. She also scares me a bit, so I'm hoping this isn't a mistake. I'm going to probably stop responding for a while so we can talk and she can do her thing. I am numb, but she can do this. Edit 3. She cheated. My sister was able to get lots of info from the real estate guy and my wife denied it at first, but then admitted it. Sorry it took so long to update, but I'm numb, have literally zero idea what to do now. Okay, dog. Who is this real estate guy? That was like a huge jump. Where's the tea? Where's the evidence? Edit 5. I know people really want updates. We've been talking, arguing, screaming, threatening all day long. I'm more confused than I was this morning, that's for sure. But I'm also confused, exhausted, sad, upset, nervous, and I don't know what to do. I did make a preliminary appointment with a family law attorney tomorrow to talk about protecting assets and how to navigate the legal way ahead regardless of what I choose to do. I'm really hoping to sleep tonight. My sister still has the kids and they are having a blast and went to the lake with her boyfriend's family today, so I'm glad they are in good hands. I want to know the details. This was 6 days ago. Let me see if there's like posts maybe. That's so sad. They posted in r/Tucson, in town on business and don't feel like being stuck in a hotel room. Is there an adult bar where I will feel at home and just cry into a beer, maybe have a conversation if I want? This is so sad. I'm devastated, dog. This follow-up post is the most crushing thing I've ever seen in my life. I hope OP takes everything from that wife and leaves her in the dust.